Okay, hello everyone. This is the long range, well, not the long range, this is the winter storm discussion, and we're going to talk about this. This will probably be the last one for today. There's not much changes. What we're looking at here is the upper level energy, and to get a storm of this magnitude, or to get any kind of a snowstorm, you have to have this energy here run out ahead of the southern energy, which it's doing that. It amplifies and then forms a storm here, but there'll be a secondary development. So you notice where the 540 line is, right? So there'll be a secondary development off the southeast coast. Now we're going to go to the surface, and what we see here is go back here. This is the storm. It's affecting 40 states. Will be affected by this storm. This is ice. This is mixed precipitation, and this is the rain. Now, there's very strong forcing aloft, and this could bring a warm air nose into parts of the Mid Atlantic and the Northeast as it goes forward. You can see right here. Now, this is a GFS. It has some mixing here at New York City area late Sunday night. This is GFS. Now, we can look at um, some of the models you can see here. Now, we're going to take a look. Let's see what we can get. GFS. I don't know if it's going to show anything. We'll look at a place like. All right, let's see what we have here. All right, Philadelphia. Okay, I forgot this is. All right, so this is the atmospheric profile. Now here is the freezing line. Okay, it goes up like this. This can be confusing because it tilts, doesn't go straight up, doesn't one or the other. Now you can see here that the temperature remains below zero, below freezing. This is degrees Celsius. Notice strong winds, and this is a look at the profile. Now look what happens when you get way up here. Well, it's still below zero. Maybe this isn't a good example here. We'll try JFK. This shows the same thing. We'll look at. So this should be all snow because below zero all the way up into the atmosphere. Now here's where the difference comes in here. This could be result in freezing rain and sleet. See how around the 700 millibar uh, point there? So that's for New York City, anywhere else. We'll go to a place which should be all snow. Not sure if Boston. They might even have some freezing rain too. Let's see. Okay, now another thing that um, is that this uh, storm system has a very high moisture feed for this time of year, and we can take a look at that right here. We're going to look at North Atlantic. We're going to go 6 hours, 12 hours. Notice how this moisture here. This is very deep moisture across this area. We go 24 hours, 30 hours. See this? The red comes right across the Middle Atlantic and the Northeast. Now we can take a look at the current satellite picture, or radar picture that is. We'll take a look at the radar, and I'll show you what's going on. This is the immediate local radar. We'll look at the national radar, and this is where the current extent of the snow is. Now we'll look here. This is where the storm impacts are going on right now. Put it into a loop. This is ice. This is snow, and there would be a lot of ice accumulation down here. This could cause power failure. So we'll look at that right here. Did I lose my I lost my models already. All right, hold on a second. I seem to be showing the same thing all the time, so just bear with it. I just want to show. Um, yeah, winter weather. Okay. And we'll look at the freezer rain accumulation. This is the GFS. You notice here we have approaching an inch of ice across this area here. Then we go to Sunday night, Monday. Then it moves into central southern New Jersey, not as much. And then you see what we have going on there. Now we'll look at the snowfall totals. I like to show the Cobb method because it's more colorful and has the numbers printed out. Okay, so we'll look at the snowfall totals. This is tonight. This is what snowfall is forecast to be. I don't know how well you can see this is 1 to 3. All right. Then we go later on. Now we look at the snowfall totals early. Then we go to Sunday evening, showing 10 inches of snow here for New York City. Then later on in the morning, looks like still 10. It's supposed to forecast the snow into Monday as we get an inverted trough from the low. And look at these totals up here: 21 inches, 19 inches. Now, there's also a severe weather side of this, okay? And we'll look at that. We're going to look at the GFS. Further south, let me see. With a significant storm like this, you usually have a severe side. Okay, we're going to look at the amount of energy and the atmosphere. Let's see if you can get more a little bit. See the amount of energy. There could be some severe storms down here. Now there also could be some convection current here in the atmosphere across the Mid-Atlantic, and snowfall rates could be about 1 to 2 inches an hour for a while. This could that's why it's hard to predict the exact amounts. It could be locally higher amounts around the Northeast, but where those convection bands set up could tell out where there could be. So there might be some thunder snow associated with this. We could take a look at current areas where it is snowing. This is Missouri, La Platte, Missouri. Doesn't seem to be too bad, like snow. This is Fort Madison, Iowa. You can see the snow flowing here. Take a look at Tennessee. They has some snow. It doesn't seem like it's doing anything. It might have stopped. Here is Fostoria, Ohio. And here's currently in New Jersey, nothing. Train going by. This is Kearney, Nebraska. A little bit of snow. Doesn't look like it's doing anything. Here's another look at La Platte, Missouri. Where else was it snowing? Here's Allentown, PA. There was some snow earlier, I think. Or not Allentown, Altoona, sorry. Here's Roanoke. Looks like it's snowing there. Here's Chesterton, Indiana. Doesn't look like it's doing anything there. It had snowed. Here's Green Bay. Well, we're not going to count that because that's probably a lake effect. Here is Princeton, Indiana. Looks like light snow there. This is Eckhart, Indiana. Let's see anything else going on. Okay, so we'll take we'll get out of there.
Make your browser fast. Make your browser safe.
Okay, we'll go out of there. Now we're looking at the moisture content. This is pretty impressive. Now we're currently the storage forecast to be just under blizzard conditions, but for blizzard conditions, you gotta have winds of 35 miles an hour over a certain amount of time, and the winds will be gusting to 30 miles an hour, but that could still change. Now, like another thing that is going to happen is the extreme cold that'll work in behind the storm. We'll take a look at the temperatures.
Keep your gas tank full and have a few extra blankets in the car as well, just in case you might need it, as well as a little bit of aggregate to put down on the road in case you might get in a bad spot.
Now, Deputy Gwynn, last night we saw at one point where there was a search of a vehicle where it may have been a couple more junior folks where you said to them, "You guys keep going, I'm getting back in the car." It's too cold.
Now we'll look at the various miles. This is the GFS. Doesn't have much mixing. Oh yeah, doesn't have much mixing. Range to the south. Here's the European. Brings mixing, and then we look at. Well, we're not gonna look at that one.
Exactly. Paperwork, not something you typically want to do, but on a night like last night,
Volunteer.
yeah. I'm the paperwork guy. That's right. All right. Well, gentlemen, stay warm. I feel terrible making you guys stand out there as it's and just let's go head inside. Oh, gone. He's gone. He's gone.
These are the cold temperatures that will follow.
All right.
See how it sinks out behind the storm, and then it sinks out. This is really cold here. Look at these temperatures: negative 23, negative 19, 20 degrees, 14 degrees.
Deputy Gwynn, not Deputy Gwynn to do that to the sheriff.
This is where the cold air is coming from.
Hear about that.
It's a good time to razz the boss a little bit. So
Yeah, that's right. I bet I know who's doing the paperwork tonight.
And you can see where the moisture comes from in this storm. You can see it's coming right out of the Gulf, warm, moist air coming over the cold air.
All right, gentlemen, thank you. Stay warm. Head over to Toledo, Ohio.
We could take a look at the
Wind chill.
current surface map.
10 below zero. With us now is Toledo officer Jack Oberthaler, who is out there without even a hat on. I mean, again, I'm not a weatherman and I'm not your mother, but I'm telling you, it's got to be cold, isn't it?
yeah, it's pretty chilly out here. Yeah.
But you're
Okay,
fine.
this is the current weather map.
No problem.
Yeah. I'm alright. I'm making it.
All right. So what do
Look
you
at
guys
these
doing?
temperatures.
It's got to be so cold there.
7,
What are you guys doing on the law enforcement side to prepare for
negative
that
8,
night?
negative 4, negative 8, negative 22, negative 18, 5, 9. This is where it's snowing right now. This, as of the latest weather map, the snow is into Indiana and as far north.
I mean, I felt bad about having the other
Said it was
guys
snowing in
stand out
Roanoke, but I don't see anything there.
officer.
As Kentucky,
I have no right. All right, go back inside. Go
these
back
are the areas that have
inside.
snow.
We're gonna
Kansas,
We're gonna watch you live tonight.
Oklahoma,
Joining us, we appreciate it.
Arkansas.
Yes, sir.
You're so much tougher than me.
Large area Texas, then you have fog, freezing rain. So here's the storm system moving through. This will meet up, and then another storm will develop off the mid-Atlantic coast and move northward and intensify.
As our cameras in 10 live departments get fired up, first shift continues down in Knox County, Tennessee. Officer Joseph Bossler was just as
This is a very unusual storm for this area, for the Northeast. Usually, like around the Mid-Atlantic area, you usually get your big snowstorms like in the 20s to low 30s. We have temperatures that are going to be in the teens. So snow ratios can be anywhere, I think it might be higher than 10 to 1, because they might be 15 to 1 and 18 to 1. So that means 1 inch of rain would equal 18 inches of snow. If you get 18 inches. We could take, let's see what the QPF.
Any stickers? Any stickers? Stickers? Any stickers? No. Yeah, stickers. I'll give them stickers. Alright. Well, why do you have a TV camera? So there's a documentary. They follow us around.
This is 24-hour precipitation totals. So this much of this area here is in the blue area. So it's approaching an inch, maybe a quarter of an inch to an inch, inch and a half. Where is this is valid through Monday, Sunday to Monday. A lot of rain or ice down here. You see, we have red. That's about 4 inches.
Want to get you right out into Lee County because Deputy Mike Mack is on the scene of an accident. We think there may be injuries, and this may have been the result of road rage.
These are the current models. We can look at other models. We can look at the Canadian and the UK Met. Oh, this is for temperatures. We don't want temperatures. I want
360 Can you see them still or no?
surface
This sounds like the responsible party, just status 10, walking southbound. Gonna be a female in black pants, white shirt,
and
and walking with a female in
the
pink shirt.
Canadian.
Are you guys staying here for a second? Did you see which way they went? Just straight? Okay. I'm gonna have another car come here. I'm gonna go check for them real quick, alright? Just stay here, okay? You got it. 360. I'm gonna blow them real quick while fire's still doing their thing. So it sounds like the responsible party walked off. We're going to go try to find them. Quebec Sierra Whiskey. What's that? Quebec Sierra Whiskey.
Let's see, we'll go back to that.
That's Whiskey Sierra.
These maps never load correctly. Okay, so here is the UK Met. Go to Sunday. This is where the 540 line is here, this dark blue line.
Ever since the crescents got bigger. He's all in the hips.
We'll look at the Canadian.
Take it up to the middle level.
Step up to the top level. Not have what you grubby little fingers.
You guys see this with it? They call this the skillet. You know that? Are you kidding me?
Don't push me, you're second best.
This is the most intense season. This is season 5. Next Level Chef premieres Thursday on Fox.
Go back and look at some of the places where it's snowing.
Deposit checks easily, then send money quickly. That's convenience from Chase. Make more what's yours.
Platte, Iowa, Fort Madison, Iowa, Ohio. Look at the snow's blowing sideways.
Want to get more done with one sheet? Grab Bounty.
Back to New Jersey, nothing yet.
Bounty is made to be stronger and more.
Kearney, Nebraska.
So while ordinary brands can't hold up, one sheet of Bounty keeps working even when wet.
There's a map. There's one that I wanted that had a good view.
Bounty, quick and pick her up. America's #1 trusted paper towel.
You've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift. Well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now. You call it an early present for next year, like 11
Let's see if I can find it.
What do you have to lose?
Had multiple cameras.
Here's to 30 grams of protein with no added sugar. Here's to 160 calories in all of its favorite flavors.
This is Massachusetts, I think. Oh, Galveston, Texas. Snowing here.
My eyes, they're dry, looking for hydration. Link NutriTears is a once daily supplement clinically proven to help your eyes produce more of their own tears for lasting, continuous relief. A different way to support dry eyes.
Okay, you got this. It's just a laxative. How scary can it be? You can do our
Okay, really, I can't find it right now. I'm not gonna waste time. Just remember, if you're using a generator, if you lose power, please operate it safely. If you lose power, also don't use candles. Have batteries ready. Maybe have an emergency radio in case you lose power, so you can keep source with news. Like battery operated.
Howdy, guys. Anybody just come in here? Two females just come in here at all? Not at all? Okay. One's wearing a pink shirt, one's wearing a white shirt. And they just walked away from a crash down the street. Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you. So we're just gonna check around, see if we can find anything. We just checked the pool hall that's just down the street. Would be a good place for somebody to tip off the employees. So, should keep checking.
Let's see.
Yes. My guess is it's the sister because the one that's on probation is probably the one that crashed.
Okay, good. That's it for now. This is the last one for today. I'll be on tomorrow. Maybe I'll get some views of the snow and see how fast it's snowing. So, stay safe and see you later.